Good morning. I can't believe we're sharing morning today, but happy Monday. Good morning, Rochelle. How are you doing?
I'm great. Good morning to you. It's super early for you right now. Yeah.
Sure, for non-working people though, there's lots of people awake. It's dark because it's very hot here. There's no AC. I shouldn't say it's very hot. It's not very hot here. It just feels hot because we don't have an AC. And that's not abnormal for people in Alaska. But when it gets almost 80 degrees, it can be very sweltering without an AC.
Can't. That's yeah. That's hot. Although growing up, I mean, I didn't have air conditioning in the house, and then my parents had gotten one in their room, and like going in there to put the makeup on because otherwise everything is like running off your. In high school too, like we didn't have it, and you just got used to it. But
Really?
now, yeah, we just like I remember I think my sophomore junior year, I had a class and it was on the side, like the sun would come down. Like I had a big high school. And so it had three wings and the sun would hit in on that side. And I was always in the second row or the row where the sun was coming in. And you're like trying to pay attention. You're like sweating. And it was awful. It was absolutely awful. But I mean, we survived. Like not everybody has air conditioning, but yeah, as an
It's
adult,
true.
I have like a lower tolerance now. Good morning, Kristen. Kristen has been
Good morning.
everywhere. Jealous. Lots of great
Awesome.
travels with her. Not to
So
Alaska though.
cool.
I don't think she's coming to Alaska. So
I hope she has AC. I know some of the schools that I grew up going to didn't have an AC. So anyway, if you're watching, let us know where you're coming from.
and
If
if you
you
have
are
AC,
traveling, like yeah, if AC is normal where you're living. So I hope you had a good weekend. We are so glad that you guys are joining us today, and we hope you're doing well. Some people are actually gearing up to go back to school right now. Some people are just like still just a couple of weeks from vacation. So let us know how you're doing. We have an amazing guest today. Is it okay if I bring her up?
yes,
All
absolutely.
right. So glad. Okay, I'm always like, should I pull up the picture or should I pull up the picture? We have Miss Noa Daniel in the house. It is so good to see you. She is the author. Well, she's. This is not her first book, and I had a wonderful book chat, and I'm going to drop it in the links really soon. But this Strum and the Wild Turkeys is an amazing children's book, and she's had so much. Oh my goodness, you've been on TV all over Canada. Like it's been crazy. Like you've just been on a wild adventure. You're an educator. What is going on in your world? Tell us a little bit about your background, Noah.
I've been teaching for 25 years and I really never want to leave the classroom, but I love doing more outside the classroom. So I'm lucky to be able to balance teaching part-time with having a consulting practice and developing and growing the Mentory, which is a mentorship community for educators. And I get to write and do a whole bunch of work for lots of different people through my consulting. So one of those things is to get to write Strum on the Wild Turkeys, which is such an amazing adventure. And I love everything about this book and what it's doing for people.
I do too, and I'm going to drop the link if you want to hear a little bit of of Noah say. You read some of the story out loud, and I'm going to put that in the link so people can see that. But yeah, what's it like being on TV and talking about your book? I'm just curious. I've never done anything like that.
Well, I think the most interesting thing is how little time you have to encapsulate a lot of things. So I wasn't as media savvy as I thought I was. And I'm learning through this process how to get to the point, how to repeat a story in different ways and really be able to hopefully drive the messages of the book so that people are interested and want to check it out.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. And everybody's joining us today. This is so cool. Did you guys see all of the comments coming in?
No, not yet. I'm so focused on looking in your eyes. Not the eyes, you know. We were talking before, when I'm podcasting, I imagine people, but when we get to do this kind of stuff, I actually get to see you. So I wasn't looking down. I was only looking forward.
Yep. Yeah. You actually feel like you're having a conversation. Like you're not just talking into the computer. Like, and sometimes when you do, I did a presentation yesterday with, about co-spaces to some educators in Tunisia. And it was awesome because, I mean, I love technology for being able to connect us, but it was through Teams. And like, when I was sharing, I couldn't see them. And so I'm like, I hope you can see my screen. Let me know. And there's silence and I can't see the chat either. So I'm like, all right, fingers crossed, but it's so nice when you can actually connect and see somebody's excitement, or know that they're actually a real person and you're not just chatting with some form of AI or something.
Well, that's what you came on the show to talk about.
I know.
Because I didn't say this, but I also host On Ed Mentors every week live during the school year on Voice Ed Radio. So I do lots of things. But yeah, be listening to people, talking to people. It's a wonderful part of education and learning. But hi, everybody who's tuned in if I didn't see you there.
Yes, and it turns out that not everybody does have AC. And we've got a lot of new people joining us today. Brad, I think this is the first time I've seen you, and Kim from Massachusetts. So thank you all so much for joining in. It's great to see you. And Barbara and Kristen, thank you. You guys have joined in, and we appreciate you so much. But yeah, so what did you guys, before we go into some really heavy talk, just kidding, because we have some fun conversation coming up. How did you all spend your weekend? And what are you doing this week?
I have spent so much time getting one of my daughters ready to go to camp and thinking it through. She's 14, my middle one, and she's never wanted to go away. So she was really interesting. She spent one night having anxiety for high school because she didn't think she'd have time to do it while she was at camp. It was very good planning, but it was such an interesting conversation and thinking about all the things that she might need. It was different than the regular packing for camp. And so we did a lot of that, and we celebrated. My nephew is going to Wake Forest for law school. So we had a family celebration yesterday. That's really exciting when you're Canadian and you get, supported to go to a place like Wake Forest. It's a really big deal. So yeah. What about you guys?
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Wow. I visited, I think on my college tour, heading to Florida and back years ago. I think we stopped at Wake Forest. It was a beautiful campus. So that is fantastic. So congratulations on the law school weekend. I don't know. I did a lot of thinking about places where I might be heading in the not too distant future with some amazing people. I did some work, although I didn't do a ton of work this weekend. I really am at a loss for exactly what I've done for the last 48 hours. I know I went on a lot of walks, so I got that, and I did finish reading the book, The Principled, Courtney's book. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
the three of them.
Yes.
So great book.
Right. That's a great book. Yes, it is. I stayed up so late. I never went to bed. Like I have like an hour of sleep in me, so I apologize for my spaciness. But I spent the whole weekend making sure that everybody else was super happy. And then I thought, you know what? Right before I went to bed, I was like, I haven't done anything that I wanted to do. So I pulled up in my dream app. I found a werewolf romance and I read it until like 2 hours ago I finished it. But anyway, speaking of silly things, in the summer, Rachelle likes to post these like every day, these hashtag days. Tell us what's coming up, Rachelle, and what can we choose on the menu?
Yeah, so let's see. Yesterday was actually National Ice Cream Day. And I participate in Ice Cream Day every day. So it's not just a once a month thing. Today is National Daiquiri Day. So for anybody who wants to celebrate, I mean, it can just be without the alcohol, of course. You can get those. What else is coming up? Tomorrow is National Ice Cream Soda Day and Moon Day. Hammock Day is on the 22nd. So that's exciting. We have some family days coming up. I don't want to do any spoilers. There's a really funny one coming up on July 27th. And I'll save it for that. I'll save it to closer to that time. But it's every day there's multiple things coming up. But we do have on the 30th, National Cheesecake Day, National Father-in-Law Day, and Day of Friendship all in one. So although I feel like these are things that could and in some cases should be celebrated every day. like there's like be nice to someone day. Like you should do that every day. Like it shouldn't just be like a once a year kind of a thing. So but that's just, I missed ballpoint pen day. That was June 10th.
I am confounded by the days sometimes. Like there's so much. How does it happen? How does it actually happen that ballpoint pen, like I don't know. Do they lobby the ballpoint pennists and they say today is our
Yeah. wait, June 4th was Hug Your Cat Day and Donut Day. I mean, I don't, it's.
I like Donut Day.
Yeah, there are some really interesting ones on here. So Donald Duck even had a day, June 9th. So if you like Donald Duck, you miss celebrating on June 9th. But I like your question there, Mel. What day would you like to celebrate?
Yeah, I think I would like to celebrate an I'm sorry day. Like if you need to make an apology, like that, this is your day. But I don't know, I'm with you, Noah. I'm like, how do they even get these hashtags? Do you have to register it somewhere? Just put it out there? Because I think, Noah, if you put it on your social, you could probably have your own day. Rachelle, you too. So
I think it's wonderful to have days. Like we need the days, but the days are just a reminder that these things need to be like sprinkled in our lives. Maybe not Daiquiri Day. Maybe it only gets sprinkled sometimes. Maybe a little bit more in the summer.
Every day.
But I do not know about National Father-in-Law Day, and I love my father-in-law. He's such a special human, and the way he interacts differently with all my children. I have the best in-laws. I'm so grateful for them. They're really cool. Oh, Taco Day.
That is really cool.
Every day should be Taco Day. Just saying.
At least every Tuesday for sure.
Yeah.
We're very religious on Taco Tuesday.
Yes. And you know what? Go ahead, Rachelle.
Oh no, I was just going to say, I want to know who Facebook user is.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to look. I was about to look and make sure that, yes, but I agree. And I think it's good that you said that. Sprinkle in some things that we forget. That's great. Like Donut Day. I forget to have donuts, so I need to have donuts in my life.
Thank you for Donut Day. We needed that reminder.
For sure.
Wait, donut coffee creamer. I just got yesterday.
That's a flavor?
Yeah, it's new. I have like 5 flavors of coffee creamer in my fridge. It'll last me for like 2 years with the 1 cup of coffee I drink a day, but at least I have choices. So
choices are
important. If it doesn't go bad, if it's not going bad, I don't know what you're putting in your body. Oh, it's probably Kim. Yes, it is Kim. And
it is Kim.
My internet connection is bad, but yes, Kim, I'm glad you joined in today. You're hysterical. It's funny because we were talking a little bit before this. I would also have an 80s day, like where we just dress up 80s. And really, I wanted to do that today, but it's just too early for me, y'all. And I just couldn't do it. So I kind of try to do some earrings, a little bit of bigger hair. I don't know. But I would definitely do that. And the reason that I thought today would be fun is because of the message in this story. And when Noah and I had our book chat, she sang a song and then asked, like, what kind of theme do you want me to sing it in? And I was like, 80s. And she's like, you don't know this, but I love 80s rock. It was such a cool moment. So when I knew that, when I was thinking about when we were going to have you on, I was like, how could we make this day fun? And I thought dress 80s. But anyway, that takes a little bit more energy for later in the day. So I'm not there.
After maybe just after you and I spoke, I was preparing to do a book talk, essentially, or to read Strum the Wild Turkeys to 400 kids, and they were in kindergarten. So I actually wrote the melody for the song, and it's become the song. And then I wrote the melody and I wrote the verses, and this song is actually coming out as a demo, and we are inviting educators, families, musicians to contribute their version of Different is Good. I know, it's so exciting, and that is so 80s. Like, oh my God, that's like
yes.
So gagging with the spoon, but like that's like but I can't even tell you, like, I have never written a song with a musician, and to sit there and go, okay, I'm not musical, but I'm musical, and here's what it sounds like, and actually be so vulnerable. And he was incredible, and he sat there, and I'm watching him write the music, and I have a recording that's not for public consumption of the actual song, but I'm just going to tell you that the beautiful melody of the chorus is something that will stick with you. And once I sing it to you, I can't wait to hear your kids singing it. And I hope you'll all contribute to this upcoming video, kind of modeling that Different is Good by singing about it in your own distinct way. So I look forward to that.
That's incredible. Awesome. How can we, do we go to your website to submit or anything? Where should we, or is this coming out still?
It's coming. So it's like moments. So I can sing you the chorus just to give you a little taste if you want. You have to clap along with me. Will you do that?
Everybody's still sleeping, but I'll clap quietly. Yes.
It goes like this. different is good. Be yourself. You don't have to look like, talk like, walk like anybody else. And then it goes through each of the verses, and then it builds up, and there's like anyway, you'll see it's coming soon, and I'll put it out on Drumming the Wild Turkeys, and we'll put it out on Instagram. Thank you.
That is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I have to interrupt and say I was frozen for 40 seconds, but I was actually like doing this and bouncing back and forth. You just couldn't see, but I did look happy when I was frozen. So I got that going for me. So it's like,
okay,
am I going to move?
Sing it again, Noah. Sing it again. Ready? We'll be snapping. Come on,
now
Noah.
you have to sing it with me because you're ready. You guys ready?
I'm lip syncer.
Yeah.
Okay. Different is good.
It's good.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
You don't have to look like, talk like, walk like anybody else.
Woo, woo.
So yeah, that is coming.
I love that so much.
Yeah, I've never done anything like this, but I had a vision, and now it's coming to life.
That's awesome.
I feel like you're having a lot of great energy, like, and creations flowing lately.
I am.
Just put it. Yeah. How is that coming? Like, you just having the creative summer of your life? How can we get to this? I want to do this
seriously. Too. Can you share, please?
I wish I could say do this. I honestly think that, and I've been in this place of self-exploration and kind of finding my true authentic voice. And honestly, writing Drumming the Wild Turkeys has forced me to really look at myself and ask myself, am I being true to myself? And am I walking the walk I talk? And so these questions about self-belonging have come up a lot. And in those questions come all these ideas. And I don't know what else will come, but it's nice to give yourself freedom and permission to just let it flow. So hopefully you get into that.
Heck yeah. Yes, I agree. So if you're watching, what are some of the things you're exploring? What are the things that you're enjoying? We'd love to know. And I'll try to read some of them out loud. But yeah, Rachelle, what are you doing this week as well? I know you are into creating, and do you have anything new coming out?
That's a great question. I don't even know what day it is actually. Most of the time, the other day I said, yeah, on Saturday. And I went, wait, today's Saturday. What day was that? Let's see. Tonight, Formative Chats tonight, but Liz Boswick is our host, guest moderator. And so looking forward to that because we're going to talk about like self-care and wellness and resources. But this week is the We Video Community Week. So there's 3 days where there's like different sessions. So I have a session on Wednesday afternoon about SEL. And I don't know how many people have signed up, but there's like a whole platform. People are interacting from all around the world, which is always awesome. And then Thursday, I have a webinar with Defined Learning, and that's in the afternoon. So it's me, and there's a woman who is a PBL coach. So we'll be talking about blended learning, tech, heading into the new school year, project-based learning, and I think that's it. And then Friday starts the long-awaited weekend with all of the amazing ladies. And I wish you were going to be there, Mel.
I know, me too. How many ladies are going with you?
There's 10 total. And then there's 3 that, like, Stacey Benton lives there, and Kelly and Sydney, who I met in person last year. And then Kathy Sue Summers is actually going to be there with family. And Tisha Richmond is going to be there with family. So she's going to connect with us. So there's like officially 9 of us that are like, like the main group. And so looking forward to seeing people who I haven't seen, like Casa Todd. I haven't seen her since we were last in Nashville. And that was 2 years ago.
I was going to say it was 2 years ago because I saw that picture and I was so happy for all of you.
Yeah. It's like, and she actually had sent me to like this and put all of our pictures on it. So hard to believe, like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm excited.
Oh, I bet. I am excited for, I don't know what I'm excited. It's still early in the day. Yes. Are you all ready to play a little bit before we say goodbye?
Let's play. Bring it on.
We have about 10 minutes. And I hope that if you're watching, please join in This is fun. We just say answer. So Family Feud, normally you have people against each other. We're really just working on the same team. So we're, changing the rules to fit our community. But Rachelle, I had an idea. If we could get enough people for a game night, we could play this into two groups, and I would be the Steve Harvey, the host, or I could get my son. He loves being Steve Harvey when we play, but he's really cute about it too. But here we go. And if you're watching, just put your answers in, and obviously we're just playing for pretend points. Okay, the first question. Excuse me. Oh, this is a good question. Even if you haven't had a lot of coffee yet. What are things that come in pairs? What are things that come in pairs?
Shoes.
Oh, we're not doing ding
Yes.
ding ding. Okay. Popsicles?
Ooh. Popsicles is not on there, but shoes was number one. I'm sorry to do this to you, Noah, but
Let's live with it. Because I know it's out of love. It's okay.
How about pants? Like pair of pants?
But we're still playing this game. Okay. I just thought your family took it. Okay.
You know what, Rachelle? That's a good answer, but
yep.
Earrings.
Oh my gosh, that is a great answer, but
really?
I challenged the group that was surveyed for that.
Oh my. Things that come in pairs.
Okay. Pillows?
I'm trying to think of something that I had to buy that I was irritated that I couldn't just get one. I don't know what that might be. Pillows?
I'm so sorry,
yeah.
Kim. Earrings.
Kim, it was a hard no. But I feel you, Nagi. Come on. Kim was right.
Okay. I've been a little bit quiet on my ex, but you guys have failed this round. I will tell you the answers. Nobody wins any money or points. So we did get number one, shoes. Next was socks, then feet,
God.
then hands, then eyes. Shoes, socks, feet, hands, and eyes.
Hold on.
Never mind.
I would have never said.
I was thinking about it commercially, not bodily.
Yes, I wouldn't have said eyes. Was eyes one of them?
Yes.
I
know things that come in pairs. You challenge. That's a good challenge. But I feel like there's a song coming on. Shoes, socks, feet, hands, and eyes come in pairs. Shoes, socks, feet. Okay, anyway. All right, next question. Kim, I'm so glad you're playing along. And if you are watching, please, join the fun. What can you find in outer space? What can you find in outer space?
Rocks, debris.
I was going to say rocks. Meteorites?
Light?
Stop.
Wormholes?
Planets.
You guys, planets is on there. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're almost you guys are thinking way too deep about this. You can tell you're super smart people, but you're bypassing a lot of the things. Okay, yes, stars is number 3, and I'm going to give you when you said. I'm going to give you when you said light. I'm going to give you the sun. That's number 1.
Oh, that's close enough. Light and sun, same thing. I have the sun right here.
Okay. Oh, planets. Yes, planets.
Aliens.
Aliens is so we got sun, planets. Okay, the Hubble is not in there. Moon is there. Yes, moon is there. Comets. Let me check again. I don't know. It is not.
I'm going to defer to the playing audience.
Do we get telescope? Satellites.
Those are all very good answers, very good answers. I cannot eye roll any of them. But first, I will tell you, it goes the sun, the moon, stars, which technically stars and sun, same thing. But, planets and spaceships. You guys are really struggling on the spaceships. Great answer, Kim.
I said aliens, so couldn't they be the same? Sun and light, aliens and spaceships. I mean,
but
who's
aliens
flying the
could be
spaceships?
Walking on the planets. This is true. Family Feud, you're crazy. Okay, here comes another question.
Okay.
Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect for summer break. Well, maybe it's not perfect. I think it is because it goes with the theme. What do you miss about school? What do you miss about school?
Lunch.
gonna sound like the biggest.
That's number 4. That's number
Really?
4.
Students.
Yes, that is. Oh, that's not on there.
Okay,
But
if
it's a
that's
good
not number
answer.
1, we have to call the Family Feud people. Maybe it was Richard Dawson and it's
Yeah.
related to the next host. I don't know, but
I say
But
recess.
not every recess. Yes, that's number 3. So Rachelle
Recess
has
is
gotten
on
3
and
and 4.
students are not on. Dude, we have a problem.
But oh, right. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm missing everybody. Kids. Yes. Lunch is on there.
Lockers.
Recess. Look at this free office supplies.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Hilarious.
But just remember, not everybody playing this is teachers like us, so they wouldn't think students.
Chalk.
But
Chalk.
no.
Like cleaning the erasers with the chalk.
What did you say? What did you say,
Rachelle,
Noah?
that's where it comes from. Like from a time of cleaning the erasers.
Cleaning the
that's where
eraser
that
with the
comes
chalk.
from. Yeah. What, Mom?
Did somebody say learning?
I did.
That's number 5. That's number 5. We got
No.
3,
Well,
4, and 5.
that's one where I feel good. It's
Yeah.
been a little bit for me.
Right. The 2 top ones, though, are both of you are the 2 top ones.
Nice.
Then yay.
And everybody, no, I'm saying that your roles, and everybody probably watching, it's also their roles.
Oh,
Teachers?
teacher?
Let me know. Yes, that is number 1.
Like
No.
Teachers related, but
That's number
students
2.
didn't equal?
That's number 2. Teachers number 2. I apologize. I lied. Yeah.
Okay, what is number 1? Survey says?
Friends.
we're like, That's so funny.
I know it really should have been free office supplies. I'm so sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, that was a
Okay,
great answer though. That's hilarious.
It really was. Okay, do we have some time left? Okay, we have a couple. Yes, we do have a couple minutes. Okay, here we go. What? Oh no, I want to do this question. I'm going to skip this one. What do you do on a summer day? What do you do on a summer day?
Live, breathe fresh air, frolic, get outside, swim, eat ice cream.
Yes, play out.
Have fun with your friends. Any of them at all?
Yeah.
Yes,
Swim.
some of
I'd
them,
say
yes.
swim. Eat ice cream. Go on
Swim was
vacation.
number 1. You said play outside. Yes, and then something that you said have friends. Have friends. Did somebody say picnic?
Yeah, I was gonna say that next actually. Like I'm not even making that up.
Were you genuinely
Nice.
going to say
And-
picnic?
After vacation, I was gonna say picnic. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
These are all very good ones, and I think that we should make our own Thrive and EDU, Family Feud. But the last one that we didn't get was what your daughter is doing this week. Your 14-year-old.
Go to camp.
Yep, go to camp. Good job on that one, everybody. And let's see what the time is. We want to be okay. We have one more. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
One more. Get your Family Feud face on. What can you find in the kitchen?
Utensils.
Oven.
An oven. Yeah, that. A sink. Oh my gosh,
Sink.
I really want to say something from Cheers. I think that will be lost on people, but yeah, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say what Cliff Clavin said on Jeopardy, but anyway, he's not.
What did he say? I forget.
not
What did
in
he?
my
I don't
kitchen.
know.
Do you remember that episode? Anyway,
No.
and that was a tangent. Back to this. In your kitchen, your family around the table, plates, dishes, cutlery, dishwasher. Any of them?
Food.
Yes, we got some of them. We got plates, food. Okay, plates was number 5, food was number 4, sink was number 3. You said oven, but I'm going to give you stove was number 2, and the first one you still have not gotten. A stove, yes. Toaster. Oh my gosh, it was fridge. Who said fridge? Is that Kim? You were right. You got the last one. And Marita, or I'm sorry if I said your name right. She's from Brooklyn. She's coming in from Brooklyn. Hey, you came in right as we were playing. It's so good to see. Yes, but fridge was number 1. Hey, everybody, give yourself a hand.
Yay.
We survived another round of Family Feud.
Yep. We finished better than we started.
Yes, thank you for hanging on to the goofy. For sure. Well, it is time. Our time today is officially over. But before I go, Noah and Rachelle, I always ask. Well, Rachelle knows this, but are there any last words that you want to impart upon us before we say goodbye for today?
I think that, you know, the journey of self-belonging is probably the most important journey for any person, but it's also really important for students. So we should be asking ourselves, what are we doing this summer for ourselves so that we can then empower our learners to spend their time learning skills, including who they are and what they love and what they need in order to learn. I would just say that.
I love it. Rachelle, any last words?
No, I love what Noah said. I don't want to, I want that to be like the last thing that people recall is what she said, because it was great.
It was totally great. Noah, thank you so much for coming onto our show. Thank you for putting this wonderful, beautiful book out there that we could all share. And I do believe it is a book that for every child. And thank you for everybody, yes, that was joined in today. Kim, we're so glad. And if you haven't joined our Facebook community, it's facebook.com/group/thrive-edu. We're so glad to have you. We will see you again soon. Whatever you're doing, whether it's continuing learning or taking a full break, we wish you the best and everything, and we'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.